So on this edition of Storytime with Amy Birner, I'd like to start off with a story of two young women at the ages of 20 and 21. One is an RMI major, so risk management insurance major, and the other one is an AT major, appropriate technology major. So where one focuses on business and insurance on a daily basis, the other is all about sustainable development, wind energy, and the renewable energy sources. So they met at resident assistant training and began to get along, even though they had very different ideas about things. But their friendship grew to such a point where they decided to go to Puerto Rico together for spring break. And on this trip, they each individually grew in independence and the love for traveling and exploring and having that sense of adventure. But on one of these adventures, they actually learned that although they had very, very different ideas on career choices and business and how things should be ran, they found a company that actually did adventure tours that included zip lining and rock climbing and all of those kinds of things that was both sustainable and also took into account the business sides of things and the insurance and risk management. So throughout this trip, they were having a blast, but they were also learning that their two very different career fields could work together in a way that benefited businesses, but also was very sustainably ran. So in that same way, they learned that their friendship was a lot like the Energy Summit in the fact that business and sustainability can work together and make something that is not only beautiful but beneficial for the people around them. So the business we worked at actually was an ecotourism business and operated the tour company, but also benefited the community around them and sold the coffee that was grown nearby and took part of the proceeds and put it right back into the community. So a lot like this friendship between the community and between the business and the friendship between the girls, sustainability and business are not very different because where one is weak, the other one is definitely strong. So if one is lacking in organizational skills but has these great ideas, they can work together to make those things happen. And it is a synergistic relationship that benefits both of them. So I'm so excited about the Energy Summit and the work that we can do here because we can take those experiences and put them into our own communities. So we're here working together, but we're also learning from each other. So a larger part of it is looking at every community and its own individual assets. So the girls individually had their own individual assets, and the community and the business in Puerto Rico both had their own individual assets. But together, and using those assets, they created something that could benefit everyone that was involved. So I'm excited that we're here and we can benefit one another and take these ideas home and look at the assets around us and continue growing and improving in every aspect.